Hey everyone, we're going to try something a bit different today. Can you actually understand a huge global movement by looking at just one single day? Well, that's what we're going to do. And the movement we're talking about, it's all about K content.
So that's really the big question here, isn't it? Can one day's news really prove something so massive? It sounds like a stretch, I know, but you might be surprised by what we found. The evidence, it's pretty wild. So let's get into it.
Okay, so the day we're zoning in on is September 30th. And why that day? Because it's like a perfect storm, a perfect little time capsule showing just how far K content has reached. We're talking huge news in music, animation, and drama, all hitting on the very same day. All right, first up, let's head over to what's basically the Super Bowl of music charts, the US Billboard charts. This is a tough, tough place to compete. And on this one day, K content didn't just show up, it made a huge statement. And I'm not kidding. The number one song, the top spot on the entire Billboard Hot 100 was a track called Golden. And get this, it's an OST, an original soundtrack from a Netflix animation called K-pop Demon Hunters. Think about that. Hitting number one is already insane for any artist, but for an OST from an animated show, that is just on another level. And listen, this wasn't some flash in the pan, a one-week wonder. Nope. Golden stayed at number one for 7 straight weeks. That's what you need to understand. This isn't just a viral blip. This is real, sustained, mainstream love. This thing had serious staying power.
But wait, it gets even crazier. It wasn't just about Golden. On that same day, September 30th, can you believe that 3 different songs from that same soundtrack were all in the top 5 at the same time? 3! That's not just a hit song. That's a total, absolute takeover of the charts.
Okay, so the chart dominance is one thing, but that was only part of what was happening on this insane day. At the exact same time, a completely different record was being shattered, showing a whole other side of this power. We're talking pure streaming muscle from one of the biggest groups on the planet.
300 million. Just let that number sink in. That's the milestone that was announced on September 30th for Blackpink's new song. 300 million streams. That kind of number is just mind-boggling, and it tells you everything you need to know about the size and the passion of their global fan base.
But here's the real kicker, the context that makes this a huge deal. The song called Dudio didn't just get to 300 million streams. It got there faster than any K-pop girl group song ever in history. So this wasn't just another win for them. This was a record-breaking, history-making moment. So let's recap. We've got a chart-topping soundtrack from an animation and a record-smashing single from a supergroup on the exact same day. You might think, okay, cool coincidence, but it's not. Not at all. The real story, the genius part, is how these things are all connected. It's all about the synergy happening inside this K-content world. Okay, remember that animated show K-pop Demon Hunters? Well, the voice actor for the main character is An Hyo-sup, and if you're into K-dramas, you definitely know that name. He's already a massive Hallyu star, a huge name in the Korean wave. So right there, you have this perfect bridge, a star connecting the world of animation directly to the world of K-drama. And his influence isn't just limited to entertainment. He was actually featured on the CBS Evening News in the US, and they praised him for, and I'm quoting here, promoting Korean culture. This is exactly what people mean when they talk about soft power. The stars themselves are becoming these incredible cultural ambassadors on a global stage. So you can literally see the strategy playing out. It's like a domino effect. Step 1, success in things like K-dramas builds up a huge global following for an actor like An Hyo-sup. Step 2, you then use that star power to launch something new, like this animation and its killer soundtrack. And step 3, it all works together to build this unstoppable wave of cultural influence. Every single piece feeds into the next. It's brilliant. Okay, so September 30th was without a doubt a monster day for K-content. But the news on that day also made one thing crystal clear. This wasn't the peak, it wasn't the finish line. In fact, you could see the foundation for the next big wave already being laid. On that very same day, we got news that a totally new rookie group called AHOP was already on the cover of a big global magazine. And then there was the announcement for the huge 2025 APAC Music Festival in Gyeongju, with massive acts like Billy and NCT on the lineup. You see, the industry isn't taking a break. It's already pushing its next stars and planning the next huge global event. So when you pull back and look at everything that happened in just those 24 hours, the charts, the streaming records, that smart synergy between projects, and the pipeline of new talent, you get the full picture. This isn't just a moment, it's momentum, and it's picking up speed. Which brings us right back to where we started. If just one day, one 24-hour snapshot can show us this much power, this much strategy, it really makes you wonder, right? What on earth does the next stage for K-content even look like? What's the next barrier they're going to break?